Today on In the Woodyard, we're going to talk about my brother Eric's boiler system he has. He has a classic made from Central Boiler. Here we go.
It's nice when it rains now, water goes out the bottom.
Yeah. So how much wood do you think you got right now ready to burn?
I have no idea.
A bunch.
I have to say, I don't know, 50, 60 cord. I got like 3 to 4 years worth.
Yeah.
Or more.
And what do you burn every year?
15 to 20.
Face cords.
Base cords, yeah, it depends on the weather. You know, warmer winters low, colder winters a little more. Burn mostly
Free wood. Your favorite kind is free wood.
Mostly free wood. Yep. I got guys that need trees down here and there, so we can cut them down for the wood.
So about a wheelbarrow full a day.
Generally, in a real cold, 2 a day. I fill it up, 1 wheelbarrow load goes in there twice a day. So right now a little bit less because it's just smoldering and it ain't really burning much. So. And like this punky stuff, that goes up like paper.
So everybody's going to ask me, are you an Abercrombie model?
Absolutely not. With this physique, no. Not even 30 years ago.
So how much wood can you fit in your shed? They're going to want to know that too.
Oh, I think that's 12 by 17. Not quite 2 years worth. I don't know what's in there. We can figure it out, but I'm gonna guess and say with the front row, 2 rows out front, there's probably 25 to 30 there.
Yeah, about 10 full cords, probably.
Yeah.
That's what I would guess.
So
9 or 10,
that's about 2 years right there. So
Which you hardly ever touch it because it's right here.
Yeah,
so it's like your emergency backup.
that's emergency for if I'm laid up, the wife can take care of it a lot closer than wheeling it.
And all your good stuff that you burns over there.
Yep. So I still got to rotate this out every 3-4 years because it gets too dry and then you just go through it faster. So
So 1 year you said all you burned was red pine.
yeah, red pine 1 year and like popple and wet stuff I didn't have a lot. But I was cutting it and burning it way too fast, which caused a lot of creosote in here, and then the damper would lock down on me and burnt out the solenoid on that. So one winter I had to go through 2 of those. So I came out and this was locked right down with the creosote. So if you keep a nice warm fire, it doesn't creosote up. If that locks down, it snuffs it out, it don't burn.
All right.
So the problem was I couldn't get a fire going because that wasn't working, and I had to drive 40 miles away to get one. So I lit the fire in here. I left the door cracked for a while to get the fire going, but then I forgot about it, and I pretty much boiled most of the water out of it and warped the side, and it ended up cracking the next year, so I had to weld that up. But other than that, I haven't had any issues in the last 3 years. So dry wood is good.
Yeah.
You can burn the wet stuff, but it causes a lot of creosote.
Yeah. So this came with the house when you bought it, right?
Yep,
so
yep.
Just
So I really don't know a lot about it. I never had to research nothing. It was just here. So, but it's been a good stove. I think right now it's like 15 years old, and it's still going strong. So, yep, fill it up when I'm out here during the day, but generally morning and night, fill it up, and it's good for the whole day.
Tree fell on it, obviously.
Yeah, I think that was done before you even purchased it.
Yep, that was like that, yeah. So these are made in Minnesota, aren't they, Central Boilers?
That's
what it says.
Yeah. They're sold about 20 miles from here. A guy investor sells them.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking my water level. You're supposed to check this. You open up the valve up, it shows you where your water level is. It's going up. So you don't want to run them too low because then you get them hot. So right here's your full mark, and it should go up right about to that line there. So it looks like it did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right to that line.
So then it just drains itself back out when you shut it off.
Huh.
So I got it set for 165 to 185. So if it gets below 165, the damper opens it up, heats it up to 185, and the damper shuts back off and kind of snuffs the fire out.
Yeah.
So she should click open shortly if it drops another degree. So as the house furnace kicks in, it cools the water down, and then as the water cools down, this has got to open up to reheat the water.
Right.
It just keeps that constant 20-degree temperature between 165
and your house water gets too hot.
I got it tapped into my hot water heater, so that doesn't run when I'm running the boiler. So for 8 months or a year or so, I don't have gas going into my hot water heater. So my hot water for the house is extremely hot. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Oh, look at here, a wood cat.
Yep, he just showed up a couple weeks ago, and we started feeding him, I guess.
You guess.
He was full of ticks and fleas, and now he's got a collar on, and I think he was somebody's cat at one time. Looking for a handout.
Yeah, probably. So in this shed right here, you've got between 25 and 30 face cords.
Yep.
Or 9 to 10 full cords.
Yeah.
And you said some of this wood's 2 years old.
Well,
2 years worth.
The stuff in the back row has probably been in there 5 years, because even when I burn a winter, I get partially back, and then I feel like I got to fill it up. So I never got to the back of it in a couple of years now. So what I want to do is divide it in the center and do a half of a shed and then a half, because when you roll them, you more or less got to take the whole row to get back.
Right.
Where if I just put a divider in the middle, I can take a half of it and then repopulate it.
Right.
So.
Right.
So.
And this is mostly oak in here.
That's all oak.
That's all oak. And
there's very little odd wood in there.
And then the wood over here, I see you got a little bit of everything.
Oh, I got hackberry, I got cherry, I've got walnut, I've got maple. Did some wood clearing for Dad for his new house. So these 3 rows here are all from Dad's this year, from opening all up. So we got a lot of hackberry here. So there's a lot of hackberry, maple. No oak in here. This is mostly just, it's all hardwood, but.
Yeah, it's all hardwood, yeah.
Hardwood, yeah, soft maple. So this is all green cut. So this is going to be sitting here for probably 3 years.
2 or 3 years, yeah. Once it gets bigger than that, you split it. Otherwise, just leave it a little.
Yeah, the small stuff don't need to be split if you're sitting that long. So
no, for a wood boiler, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be putting in a million small pieces. You'd rather have big pieces.
That's where on my channel, a lot of guys, they think I split my stuff so small, but I'm selling the fireplace.
For fireplaces, you want it small.
But for boiler, big is good.
Boiler's big, yeah. You don't want to be making 5 trips a day. You want it, like they say, the all-nighters.
Yep. And that wood we just got on yesterday's video, that pine, that'll be split and sold, is what you're thinking.
Yeah, that's what I sell at my firewood stand. I kind of want to keep my hardwood for my boiler. I got a campground on each side of me, so I sell, I don't know, I'm gonna guess and say 6 to 10 face cord a year. But
just in bundles, yeah.
I bundle half of it, and half of it I sell in 2-foot by 4-foot stacks, and then they take a whole stack. So I make a little bit more money on the bundle stuff, but it's a lot more work.
So what you do, you put a pellet on the ground, pellet in between, and then you put in plastic, and then you put this screen over the top, and then weight on top.
Because the plastic only lasts a couple of years in the sun. So if I put this on, that plastic will last quite a few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
this is that same screen that Kenny had we're putting down on the ground.
That's that's a dryer felt out of a paper machine. That's carries the paper through the paper machines for drying.
And that stuff has been used and they're tossing anyway, right?
Yeah, once it gets, they got like a 1-year life expectancy, and if they run off or something for some reason, they might last only 6 months, so they go to the garbage or the dump, or whoever wants it can take it from work.
Right.
So it saves it from going to the landfill.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of people use it for making driveway base.
Yeah, for putting in roads, it's a good base because it's like plastic and it won't break down. It's really good for outside campers too, because the water goes right through it and it's clean. You can sweep it off. So I've been digging out of that pile, so that's.
And there's the wood from yesterday's video that you're gonna get split about 2 full cords. And you said you're gonna cut a few of these trees down.
Yeah,
they're starting to kind of thin themselves. There's some that are dying occasionally.
Yep. This is opened up pretty good, but over there they're a lot tighter, so I got to open them up so they grow better. So I could pulp it off and sell it as pulpwood, but I'll just pick away at it through the years and sell some in the summer.
Yep.
If
Probably, Kevin, you probably almost make enough money just to pay for your taxes if you keep
yeah,
selling
yeah,
wood.
I think so. Yeah,
Or a couple
Yep.
hunting trips, which is more important.
Hunting trips is more important. Yep. The tax money goes in the bank all the time, so this is the kitty money.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
emergency money for at home.
And there she is, or he is again.
Yep. He likes you.
I know.
I think
'cause
you should. I think he wants to go to Appleton with
No,
you. He heard there's a wood yard over there that's got cats in
I
it.
could take him to the cat yard, the wood yard. He'd probably like that. He'd probably like that.
Oh,
he likes
yeah.
to be touched.
It's the first time he's ever came by me.
That's because he knows you're not really a cat guy.
I don't mind him. I just don't want him in my house.
You don't like the smell of cat in the house?
No, I don't. No, no matter how clean they are, you can still smell it.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. You got to see his boiler and his wood. That's it for today, folks. You know what to do. Poke the buttons. I'll be back tomorrow, probably in my wood yard. I think tomorrow I'm going to be moving the wood. 5:30 a.m. We're going to start hauling wood to the farm. See you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, this is the son's project. Him and the buddy are into cats, so they built a box and a cat showed up. I don't even know its name. Oakley, I think. I'm not sure.
Call him?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like
He really wants to be petted.
Is he?
I don't know if I want to touch it yet. He's still probably got stuff on you. He had to be a tame cat.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped him off or something.
Yeah.
He's still got claws, so he can fend for himself.
He's got his
a little bit.
goodies too, I see.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a male or female. Is it a male?
It's a male. I saw the goodies hanging
As
there.
long as we don't have kids running around. He can stay in here and spray in here. I don't care.